I think this meeting should be renamed. It should be called the World Harassment Forum, specializing in using multilateralism to harass other countries and using globalization as political weapon to infiltrate other nations. Hi everyone, this is Stan, your favorite Polish Taiwan YouTuber. Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome to today's show. Recently, the Chinese government started threatening the Taiwanese fishermen again. On July the 2nd, the fishing boat from the Pescadores, Taiwan, was fishing within 12 nautical miles from China's coast, basically inside China's territorial waters, when it was forcibly taken to China under the pretext of illegal fishing during the period when fishing is not allowed in the area. In the past, the CCP, in an attempt to win over Taiwan, deliberately allowed Taiwanese fishing boats to operate in the so-called joint operation area, which actually is within the 12 nautical miles of China's waters. However, the area where the incident occurred has been in a fishing moratorium since May. In the past, similar cases were basically handled by the Chinese Coast Guard by confiscating fishing gear and imposing fines. There has never been an instance like this one, where a Taiwanese fishing boat, along with its crew, was directly taken away by the Chinese Coast Guard. The Taiwanese captain and 5 foreign crew members were detained in China. When the Taiwan Coast Guard tried to negotiate with the Chinese Coast Guard, no response followed. This incident also shows that the CCP is changing its approach towards Taiwan. Previously, they used the economic benefits and privileges to gain the support of the Taiwanese fishermen. Now they not only prevent them from continuing to fish and earn money, but also take the fishermen hostage, escalating the situation to use them as political leverage against the Taiwanese government. This kind of situation has become new normal for Taiwan during the past 3 years. Taiwan's agricultural products have suddenly been banned from the Chinese market under the pretext of having pests. Usually this happens right before the harvest season. Products like pineapples, sugar apples, wax apples and mangoes were targeted, making it very difficult for the Taiwanese farmers to find alternative buyers quickly, resulting in significant losses and causing frustration with the government. Fortunately, because Taiwan fruits are of high quality, elite countries have helped to purchase the agricultural products, and this has even opened up more diverse international markets for Taiwan. Returning to the incident, we can see that the CCP's policies are not a one-time incident anymore. They pose a danger to Taiwanese people who could be arbitrarily detained both on land and at sea. This tells us one thing: it's better to stay away from China. Taiwanese people should no longer be enticed by the benefits previously offered by China to win their support. The current CCP's actions just show us that as long as you are within its jurisdiction, there is always a chance they will find a crime to pin on you. This also echoes what we mentioned in the previous episode about some Taiwanese internet celebrities being invited to China to shoot videos under the guise of cultural exchange or tourism, in reality spreading the impression that China is very safe and friendly and not that dangerous as the media portrays it. But no matter how these people help the CCP with its propaganda, we can see what the CCP's actual actions are. So I want to emphasize again, stay away from China. The global situation has changed, and the first thing to be cautious about is not becoming a political hostage used by the CCP in negotiations with Taiwan. On the other hand, the CCP's gray zone warfare against Taiwan never stopped. On July the 2nd at China Airport in Matsu, a Chinese military drone hovered for 20 minutes at a distance of 9.3 kilometers from the airport, causing 2 flights to be delayed by 30 minutes. I believe anyone who has used a drone knows that flying near an airport is strictly prohibited because it can potentially cause aviation accidents. However, the CCP disregards the flight safety of Taiwanese people and deliberately uses military drones to disrupt the operation of the Matsu Airport. It is truly despicable, and the Chinese government still calls Taiwanese people their compatriots. But the actions of the CCP are extremely vile, showing no regard for human lives. At the same time, the targets of Chinese Coast Guard harassment at sea are not limited to Taiwan. The area in the South China Sea near the Philippines has also been the main target for the CCP's provocations. They have deployed Coast Guard ships to prevent the Philippines from delivering supplies to the troops stationed on the deliberately grounded ship at 2nd Thomas Shoal. In a conflict on June 17th, a Filipino soldier lost a finger, and the Philippine government publicly condemned the Chinese Coast Guard for stealing weapons and damaging 3 Philippine vessels and their navigation and communication equipment. The US government is also closely monitoring the situation. partly because the Marines on the ship have not received any supplies for over 3 weeks. Second Thomas Shoal is a reef located within the Philippines Exclusive Economic Zone. Although the CCP likes to claim sovereignty over the Second Thomas Shoal, this was rejected by the International Court in 2016. Gregory Pauling of the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, stated that China's use of violence against the Philippine military without receiving any punishment for that could encourage the CCP to use similar tactics again and reinforce Beijing's wrong belief that they will never be held accountable, ultimately pressuring the Philippines into submission. Therefore, the pressure currently faced by the Philippines is very similar to that faced by Taiwan. Both want to have a stronger reaction to the CCP's aggression, to the Chinese aggression, but they need the stronger allies' help. What I find particularly ironic is that on July 3rd, China actually held a World Peace Forum. The topics discussed there I think will make you guys laugh when you hear them. So, what were the topics? Promoting the concept of peaceful coexistence and common security. Safeguarding world peace and fairness and justice, the role of middle-sized nations. Demonstrating the responsibility of major powers in maintaining peace and security. Alright then, so why are you harassing Taiwan and the Philippines? Just asking. Of course, this meeting was just a platform to spread the CCP's nonsense. For instance, former Brazilian president and president of the BRICS New Development Bank, Dilma Rousseff, actually said, "The concepts of decoupling and regional risks are political weapons." Unbelievable. So is China the one using globalization, multilateralism, and its market of 1.4 billion people as weapons? I think this meeting should be renamed. It should be called the World Harassment Forum, specializing in using multilateralism to harass other countries and using globalization as political weapon to infiltrate other nations. So my conclusion after observing the current situation is that if the CCP continues to go unpunished for these gray zone operations, it will feel that no one can stop it. Therefore, Taiwan, the United States, and all allied nations need to take a tougher stance. We should also consider what would be the most effective and impactful action against the CCP's shameless behavior. Instead of allowing it to continue its salami-slicing tactics, do we really want the new normal of the CCP's policies to become the trigger for regional conflict? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please press like, subscribe, and share. This is Stan. I see you in the next one. Bye bye!